Pocket 3, Sony ZV-E10. Which one is the freaking GOAT? Is it the tiny gimbal versus big sensor? Which one wins real life vlogging? Today we're going to test out the DJI Pocket 3 and the Sony ZV-E10 right here at Albert Park Lake. As you can see behind me, it's a beautiful skyline of Melbourne. And this is pretty much where we are doing this vlog at today. So we'll have a bit of B-roll in this video, and I hope y'all really enjoy. Stay tuned, watch the video all the way to the end so you can decide which one is the GOAT. So now we're gonna talk about portability and setup tests. So the Pocket 3, if you want ultra fast, whip it out and shoot action, the Pocket 3 wins by far. But if you don't mind carrying around a bit more weight, the Sony ZV-E10 gives you creative control. So the Pocket 3 uses real in-camera gimbal stabilization, whereas you can see the Sony ZV-E10 unfortunately doesn't have that. This camera is meant for, it's a real camera. It's a smaller one geared towards content creators, but it is a real camera where you can change the lenses, etc. So you would have to buy a gimbal in order to, get that. And it does not have face tracking. However, it does make the face look amazingly good when it's focused on it, and it makes the background blur out just the way that you want it. So which one to you looks smoother? Is it the Sony ZV-E10 or the Pocket 3? And this is without adding any extra gear to the camera. I have both of them on tripods, so they're both stabilized right now the same exact way. Which one looks smoother to you? So now we're gonna do a autofocus tracking test, which is where the camera pretty much focuses. It's not about following or active tracking. This is where the camera is able to focus on my face. How does that look to you? Which one looks better? Which colors do you prefer? Do you like the color scheme that you get with the Osmo Pocket 3, or do you like the colors that you get with the Sony ZV-E10? This is all personal. Which one do you like better? Am I still focused for you? Am I still focused? And we're gonna do a last one where we walk away. All right, so now we're walking back towards the camera. We are back in focus, and which one focused faster? Which one looks better to you? Which one look better? Okay. Okay, so the image quality test. It's no contest. The ZV-E10 APS-C sensor smacks. You get creamier backgrounds, sharper details, better low light, and it's a full sensor flex. But, and it's a real but, the Pocket 3 fights way above its weight class. For a camera this tiny, you still get crispy 4K images, decent dynamic range, and colors that pop straight out of the freaking box. And now we're gonna do a simple audio test. So now this is turned off, and both of these cameras are I don't know if it was recorded. Both of these cameras are using in-camera microphones. No fancy mics right now. The Pocket 3 has surprisingly solid built-in mics for casual vlogs. And the ZV-E10, Sony wasn't playing. The built-in mic with the fluffy dead cat, this sounds really clear, but still not magic against the heavy wind that's going on right freaking now. All right, so we have the mic back on. All right, so autofocus and tracking test. So I'm gonna move away from the camera quite far, and then I'm gonna move towards the camera really fast and see which one tracked me the best. Which one do you guys think focused in on my face the best? I'm not sure. Which one do y'all think focused in on me the best? Focus speed. So the ZV-E10 locks onto your face like it's kind of reading your mind. You blink wrong and it keeps you sharp. Next up, we got the Pocket 3. The Pocket 3 is pretty quick too. And if you tap for it to track you, it'll stick with you like your shadow. Okay, it will stick with you, okay? It will stick with you. And no, it's not going 360 if y'all were wondering. This is probably the end of its track. Yeah. The camera will stop going on you. Let's see. Yup, the camera stopped way up there. Okay? So if y'all get this camera and y'all think that it's going to be a 360 track all around the camera just because it's a gimbal and it's in a circle, no, it is not going to track you 360. That's not what this camera is for. It is not the Pocket 3 track 360. No, it's not the Insta360. This is the Pocket 3 with a gimbal that is typical to a big camera gimbal, which is not that. Okay? So this is the Pocket 3 is particularly great when you're walking or when you are doing images where you want to move around and you want it to feel like there's somebody there filming you. Because that's really what it feels like. It's giving a more dynamic vision. It's giving a more dynamic vision to everything that's going on and what you're doing. The background, nature, just you. It's giving a bigger picture to what you're doing. So what it boils down to is if you want pro options like interchangeable lenses, this ZV-E10 with the film quality is probably best for you. But if you want something that fits in your pocket, sets up in about 2 seconds and actually makes you want to shoot more, then the Pocket 3 is for you. And that is one of the reasons why I personally purchased the Pocket 3, because I wanted that option. I wanted to shoot more. And I wanted a camera that made me want to shoot. That's why I invested in the Pocket 3. Bottom line is to pick your fighter, size or power. You don't let the camera stop you from filming your life. Y'all have a great day. This is BJ, your favorite content creator. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. If you want to see a particular video, then all you have to do is let me know in the comments and I'll be sure to film it. I absolutely love what I do. So y'all have a great day. Peace.